Because you gotta times it by 1 million.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
1 million sub points.
Is that 1 million?
Oh
my god.
No, that's 100 million.
Dear chat, welcome to our first episode of Dear Chat. We're both really nervous right now, and I'm like, I think I'm actually
It's so nerve-wracking. Wow, this has been something that we've been joking about for quite a while. In fact, I feel like it started as a joke on my side, and then Toni was like, we should do it, and somehow it's evolved into this.
I know.
Which is what we're attempting right now.
And every time we talk about it, it's always in your chat where we're just typing like, oh, what if we actually do a podcast?
Yeah, what if we do this? And then, honestly, I feel like we really hyped it up for viewers in both our streams. So they're always like, when is the podcast coming? And it's now.
Who's been your number one, when is the podcast person?
Okay. Off the top of my head, I would probably say Fergie.
Yes,
Fergie.
Okay, yes.
Fergie is always asking for that.
Fergie's
is it okay if?
Oh yeah.
Is it okay if my cat's here, or do I?
Yeah,
need to
no,
kick
he's
him
good.
out?
I think he's an extra star.
He's also featured on the podcast.
Fergie's been our number one advocate, so we're doing this for you. Shout out to Fergie.
Single-handedly.
Just Fergie, our one viewer.
Single-handedly making this a reality via peer pressure, to be honest.
Yeah.
So why don't we introduce ourselves in case you are brand new and just tuning in. You want to start first, Toni?
Okay, hello. I'm Toni, or toniisaur on literally everything. I have been streaming on Twitch for like, I think it's actually been 7 years now.
Oh my god.
I keep saying 6, and then I'm like, oh, never mind. It's been 7. It's just been a whole extra year. And now it's been on and off, I think, I took several breaks because I was in school and then was going back and forth to America, and now I'm in America. And so, and now I have a full-time job. And so I try to stream on the weekends, and I just keep myself really busy for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with me.
What was another thing to add a podcast and filming to the list?
I just love doing this for fun, so I'm like, this would be so much fun, and of course to do it with one of my best friends. So.
Oh my god, stop! Why? She pulled out the B word, guys. The nice one. The best friend would stop. That's so cute. It's my turn for the introduction. I'm sincerelyLyn. Most people call me Lynn. I've been a Twitch streamer for over 10 years now. Just like you, when I was in school, I was taking breaks here and there too, because education, ultimately, way more important than Twitch streaming. Just keep that in mind. So I really bounced around. I originally started, just playing League of Legends, and then diverged into all of the Just Dance rhythm game content that I do now. And I don't know. I said I wanted to cancel myself in 2020 with my 2025 resolutions, and one of the ways that I was going to do that was somehow in a podcast. So this is my time to shine.
We only have a few months left. We're going to start it and then get canceled on your birthday.
I really got to get on that, to be honest. But this is something that if you would have asked me, 10 years ago, like the shy girl that I was, something I ever would have thought that I would have wanted to do, I'd have been like, you're crazy. Like, what do I even have to yap about? Well, joke's on me and on Toni, because we both are great yappers. I think anyone that's into Twitch streaming kind of has to be a good yapper to some degree. So, yeah, we're here to yap, basically. And hopefully you're here to listen.
I know. I have been listening to I drive a lot. So I love listening to podcasts, and I'm like, this just seems like so much fun that I would love to just sit and yap and talk about whatever. And then what it is that we come up with, and then I don't know, and then maybe we can become really parasocial with the people that listen to us.
Woo! Everyone's gonna know everything about our lives, more than they already do, actually.
Building parasocial relationships with everybody who listens.
Wow. So we did our little introduction. You talked about work or do you want to talk about work again when you're not working?
Yeah,
How does this always happen?
I know. Every time I come into your chat, I'm talking about this happened at work today, and then we somehow get really political.
No, everyone like gathers around and we all sit down and we're like, oh my god, what happened? Like, give us the tea.
Every time I come in, I have like something crazy to say. Like, there was
listen. We listen and we don't judge. So.
There was one last year when I was with 7th graders. 7th graders are just such a strange anomaly between being a child and then being like a young adult that they don't know what they are.
They know that they exist, but they don't know.
Like, they're just like gaining consciousness at this age, and I'm like, what? Like, that. There was one girl who ended up having to go into handcuffs because she was just having a full-blown meltdown, and like,
oh my god,
she ended up
I can't imagine handcuffing like a 12-year-old.
Like, the constable had to come and like handcuff her. I'm just like, oh my god. This was my biggest problem child last year, but she ended up going on a cruise, and then she saw like a shark tooth, and she actually bought a shark tooth for me and gave it to me.
That was so cute.
I have it, but I can't.
It's fine. It's fine.
Move.
We can do next time. We'll just have the show and tell stuff ready, and we'll hold it up.
Yeah,
like, I'll be like, "This is my cat, everyone."
Sharpen.
He's very focused on being in frame right now. I don't know if did you say you were a teacher?
Yeah.
The T word. Okay, I was like,
I forgot.
Did we say what
I
you
teach.
did?
I teach my job. I was like, yeah, my full-time job. I teach 6th grade, middle school science.
And she's the cool teacher.
I hope so. I'm like a robot when I'm at work. There's just like a wall up because it's like, you really gotta have that.
I would be so interested to like go sit in on one of your classes. I think it would be. Would you get nervous if I was? Hi.
Probably I would if it was like. Sometimes I think about that. I'm like, what if somebody I know, like a friend or something, came in and like watched me teach? I'm like a whole nother person. I'm completely different.
Oh my god, she's all corpa.
I'm like very professional. I
can't imagine you like, not accidentally cussing or something. Oh man.
No, I mean, I feel like I was super conditioned as a child too, because I never cuss in front of my parents.
Okay, I feel
so it was like almost like a switch. I still don't cuss in front of my parents.
I don't cuss in front of my parents either. I don't do it at all. And then I have a brother who's younger than me. Like, he gets riled up about whatever conversation. He'll just be like throwing out the F-bomb in front of them.
Oh my god!
I'm in the background like horrified, like I'm clutching my pearls. I'm like, how do you have the audacity? Like, there's a certain, I don't know why. It's funny though, because growing up, played video games, we don't say the gamer word, but we do yell and we say a bunch of cuss words, right? Yeah. So like, obviously my mom's like walking by my door and I'm playing League of Legends and I'm like screaming over some character in the game. Like, she's hearing me cuss, but it's the idea that like, I'm not cussing, at them, to them, or like in the story. I don't even know, but my mom has definitely heard me cuss. Definitely.
When I was back living with my parents, I had a bedroom like upstairs, but my dad was it was right outside the bonus room, and my dad was always in the bonus room. But I think he's partially deaf, I swear. But so he never heard me when I was in that room. But then I ended up moving down into the basement, and it was kind of like just drywalled in with a door, and then at some point, my stepmom was like, we can hear you downstairs after I'm like screaming my head off, probably at League as well, or Valor or something.
Is it through like the vents by any chance? Like,
oh my god, no, it's because that would be funny though.
Like they're in the bathroom and then they just hear you screaming down below.
It was like the kitchen, and then you go down a set of stairs, and then the room was like right there. So it wasn't really hard. Was it like a full like basement? Like, did you have a bathroom and stuff down there, or was it just like a room? Like, it could have had a bathroom. It was undeveloped, so my dad literally just like threw drywall up, and it was not up to code. But I mean, it was a room, so it worked. But I liked being in the basement.
Yeah. I I'm happy for you.
Oh,
she
thanks.
She was a neckbeard in the basement. I guess.
Although when I was in the basement, I always had to sneak alcohol downstairs because like my parents did not want liquor in the house. They didn't know that I drank, to be honest. And this was when I was like 2019.
And you're in
COVID
Canada
era.
too, so the drinking age is lower.
Yeah,
than
it's
the
18
States as well.
So I mean, it's not like I'm doing it illegally, but my parents.
So
are
you
just,
could
like,
do it legally.
Yes,
Were
but
your parents-
it's my dad because he's like he was so strict about it, and so I feel like I need to tell the story now.
Yeah, go ahead. No, just say it. Just get it out. I've heard it like 3 times, but I'm surprised.
How my dad found out about me streaming. And okay, so I would sneak alcohol downstairs into the basement. My pink Whitney, because that shit would get me fucked up, and I would be playing games, and I was doing a like drunk Twitch sings stream, and I had headphones on, screaming music at the top of my lungs. Some reason they never heard that, but one of my old mods, I'm not gonna say their name, but one of my old mods ended up messaging my dad on Facebook Messenger.
That
being
is
like,
so creepy, dude.
Hey, just so you know, your daughter is drinking liquor in your basement and streaming and blah, blah, blah. And this is her username. And it was back when it was Iridia. And then, like, I think the next day, my dad, like, just stone cold face comes up and he's like, so, Arisha, what? He's like, why do you have alcohol? Why are you drinking?
What?
And I'm just like, what the fuck?
How do you know this?
Like, how do you know, first of all? And I'm getting in shit for this. And then later on, I'm like, do you realize that some stranger is messaging you on the internet telling you about this? Like, what? Oh my God. So that whole thing happened. I got in so much fucking shit, bro. And I'm like, I'm about to go to TwitchCon. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. Wait, so what year did this happen in? Was it 2018?
It was like a month before 2019 TwitchCon because me and my ex at the time, we were going to stay with the 3 of us were going to stay with this mod, but then my ex backed out and I was like, I'm not staying with this mod by myself.
Right.
So then he started doing the PayPal chargebacks for all of like his donations and stuff like that, and I'm like on the phone with PayPal and they're like, no, it's okay, it'll be fine, they won't be charged back. I'm like, okay, thank God. But yeah,
wait, so PayPal took your side?
Yes, thank God.
That's good.
And so then I was like, hey, I'm not going to stay with you at TwitchCon, and then he started doing the chargebacks, and then that's what triggered him to message my dad for some reason. So yeah.
So when your dad came up to you and he was like, so Aricia, what was it, like a stomach drop moment? Did you get like a cold sweat? Because I feel like that's what would happen with me. Like,
yeah, I was terrified.
How do you even talk yourself out of that, or like try to even explain that, or the levels of how messed up it is that some stranger on the internet like is messaging your personal family this?
Yeah. So, oh my God, I grew up with a very strict. My dad was very strict, and like my mom wasn't really in the picture, so it was like
you're not
mostly
the oldest,
just
though, right?
That's like a whole nother thing.
Okay.
Okay, but it was like just my dad who was mostly like taking care of me, and my stepmom. But my dad had the say for like 99% of the things, and I grew just very strict, very like. I got yelled at a lot, so I just like always would shut down when any kind of conflict happened. Yeah,
no, same.
So when he came up to me and was like, I knew that he was mad, I just like don't talk. I just stop talking. I don't answer questions.
Yeah. Because even if you, oh my God, same upbringing, and I'm so jealous when I see like other families that like talk it out, because I never really experienced that, because now my immediate response is to shut down and or to start crying. And then sometimes I don't want to cry. It just happens. I can't get my point across eloquently enough to where then I get frustrated at that same moment. And so and then the other person who's screaming at you is just able to constantly keep the screaming going. Yeah. And then they just keep adding on to it. And then it's just like, can't even have a conversation about that. So that was something when I got older that I had to like really work on and understand. And I mean, even to this day, I really don't try to yell at, you know, people in arguments. I mean, obviously if we're playing Among Us, I will yell, but or Peek, and Toni has all the balloons and she won't give them to me, and I'm carrying this thing that weighs like 50 kilograms. I even put that in Canadian units for you.
Thank you. I don't know what a kilogram is, to be honest, but it's like 100 pounds.
Yeah, it's like 100 something odd pounds. then I might yell, but just growing up in that type of environment. And then when I was younger, I used to like babysit here and there for extra cash monies, and it was always very interesting seeing these, you know, middle class families and just the way that they were raising their kids compared to how I was raised. And my parents still did like a good job because I think I turned out okay, but you know, I think everyone to some degree when they're an adult has some type of trauma. I don't know. I don't know if there's a perfect parent. I don't know if there is. And maybe that's just the part of being an adult or becoming a young adult into an adult yourself is, you know, going through that and figuring out what works best for you and maybe what went wrong and how you can be better.
I know. I'm the exact same way where, you know, just shut down. And then when I get mad, I'll cry.
I hate that I cry when I'm mad. I hate that so much.
Me too. I'm like, I just feel so weak. I feel like I'm in a moment of weekness if I'm so pissed off and I just start crying. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Yeah, like
I'm supposed to be mad.
It's not gonna help, you know. You're just I'm very jealous of people that can get mad and like eloquently get their words out, because I feel like I just become a slobbery mess.
I know, and then I start saying words that don't make any sense.
Exactly. I turn into a robot almost.
I just learned to most of the time I have to really wait until I'm like calmed down to actually be able to talk.
I think that's why I'm a really big fan of like typing out how I feel. I just remember getting like so mad or so sad about things, and like I just have to go away and like type up everything.
I would have an entire notes thing on my phone.
Yeah,
where
exactly.
I would just, like, this is
then like everything's like really chill, and all of a sudden you like smack them with this really long essay that you wrote, and it's just like, this is the only way I can get it across without crying and or crying more. So please.
We got into some real trauma like right off the bat. We haven't even talked about how we came up with our podcast name.
I know. Let's pull it back a bit.
Okay.
All right. We were very lost on what to make the podcast name. And I will say now, I was actually going to ask you this yesterday, but I figured I'd just throw it into the podcast. I was like, man, Dear Chat is so freaking cute because we are obviously Twitch streamers, and chat is what you call everyone in chat when you're watching. Like unanimously, chat just becomes its own entity, its own person. And then I was thinking about it more, and I was like, oh, my name is sincerelyLyn, like the end of a letter. And then Dear Chat is like the start of it. But I was like, oh, the branding is so like on my side. I felt kind of guilty about that.
No, I think it's great. I love that it could just be like Dear Chat and then like sincerelyLyn and Toni. I just think it's cute.
Wait, no, Toni, I was like, Toni, you need to change your name to be like some type of like, you know, when you sign a letter, like respectfully Toni. Respectfully
all
Toni.
All the best, Toni.
I was gonna say that yesterday when we were talking about it, but I was like, no, I'll bring it up on episode 1 and see how it goes. Yeah, no, it is really cute. And it's also really funny because I saw a picture a few weeks ago where, you know, chat in our context, we always think of it as Twitch chat.
Yeah.
But I don't know how accurate it was, but the tweet was something along the lines of, I just discovered that when people say chat, they're not talking about Twitch chat, they're talking about Chat GPT. Oh. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. I've never once in my life thought of referring to it as chat.
I have heard a couple like more boomer people refer to ChatGPT as chat, but then like all of my student kids, they all they will say they say chat all the time when they're like chat I'm
Dude,
cooked.
I don't know how you don't slip up.
They're like chat I'm cooked, and they'll refer to like, you know, their peers or like their group of friends as chat, and they're referring to like streamer chat because they're like Gen Alpha. They're very like phase I think, and
Oh, wow.
Cenant is huge with them. There's a couple I had, they'll like have their Chromebook wallpapers and stuff like that, and I'll see a few of them have like they have Kai as their wallpaper. So,
wait, okay.
Yeah, so I hear a lot of them say like refer to chat, but that they're referring to like Twitch chat for them.
Yeah, okay. Also, the Cenant thing, I don't know if you saw, but I think he reached over 1 million like,
really
subs.
over 1 million now?
1 million.
Oh my god, I swear every time I've looked, it's like, 700,000, and then the other day was 850,000, and now it's over 1 million. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Oh my, how much money is that?
No. Like, okay, if he's getting like a 70-30 split, which he definitely would be, it's like, what, like 3.5 million?
Okay, is the 70-30, is that $3? And
okay, yeah, it would be like
3.
It would be 325, 350
times 100,000. So okay, if it's just based off sub points, 325 per. Oh, you said over 1 million, right?
Yeah.
What the? I'm like thinking 100,000 for some reason. I'm like, wait, a fucking million. Holy shit. Okay.
Well, because you gotta times it by 1 million.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
1 million sub points.
Is that 1 million?
Oh
my god.
No, that's 100 million.
Fuck. Okay. So
Toni,
I'm nervous.
She's a science teacher, guys. She's a science teacher.
Okay. Yes. I don't know why I'm just not putting zeros on. Don't look at me. I don't want to do this anymore.
No, it's fine. We should do time to do an episode with math because I would struggle. Don't ask me what 6 times 7 is. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta do that one in my head. 54.
I have a calculator. 637. It's 42.
No, when I do 6 times 7, I literally in my head I have to do 6 times 6 is 36, and then I have to add 6 to that in my head because I just can't like memorize it just off the top of my head.
Oh my god, once I hit like 11th grade math, 10th grade even, I shut down with math. Like I look at numbers and I'm like, ugh.
Do you remember what type of math that is? Like geometry, and then we have like algebra 1 and 2.
I think it was mostly calc that.
You were doing calc in 11th grade?
I think, yeah, definitely 11th and 12th grade I did calc. I don't remember, but I just remember like looking at fucking numbers and trig, and I was like, I can't do this. I had to take calc twice in college because I think I got a D my first year, and I was like,
that's fine.
I had to take it over summer school.
I had to take organic chemistry too twice in college, so.
Oh, organic chemistry sucked, man.
That was something else. That was my first time I've ever failed a class too, and I was just like, damn.
I failed too, to be honest. I had to take it twice. It sucked.
That was so hard. Never again.
Dude, my college got so fucked up because I failed math in 12th grade. I had to take it over the summer, and my acceptance into my university got revoked because of it. And my God. So I took it over the summer. Like I took it right away after graduating. Yeah. Passed like with what it is I needed, and then talked to the university, and they were like, "Yeah, you can still join, but you're gonna be joining not in your biology department, but you'll be in like a undecided type of thing, but you can still take the same classes that you would have taken anyways." Right. Okay. So I was talking to a counselor about like what classes do I need, what I would be taking anyway if I was in the biology department, and she's like, yeah, like you can take physics, chemistry, biology, statistics, English, and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. I'm like, this sounds hard, but I'll do it.
That sounds like a torturous first semester of college, by the way. Like, that sounds miserable.
My first year fucking sucked. My GPA, I think I had like a 2.7 or something. It was awful. And then they were like, yeah, your GPA is too low now to get into biology. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
You're fucking counselors. This is what your counselors told me to do.
Wait, so did you have labs for those classes too?
I had labs and tutorials for classes. So I had almost three classes per subject for some of them.
And then the labs would be like 5 hours long.
Yes!
So I was getting so mad my freshman year because all of my friends, to some degree, we're going to like arts, which is fine. Like do artsy fartsy stuff, which is really cool. And if I could go back, I definitely would have done that. But you know, they're doing stuff like that. They do have to put in work for whatever their art projects are too. But that was the majority of my friends. And so like I go over and they're just doing like they're just playing games.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, they're like asking to hang out and I have to like study because I have 2 different anatomy classes that have labs and then I have a chemistry class that has a lab and I was constantly in the labs. Also, if you're watching this and you're going to college, never take an 8 a.m. lab. I don't care.
No,
I don't care. I don't care if there is no other like lab available. Just wait. Just don't take the lab. Don't do 8 a.m.
Sucks,
It's the worst thing ever. Oh
my god.
My god. I remember I did that my freshman year of college and I was like, no, never again. Like, learn my lesson. I'm not a morning person though.
Yeah.
So.
They were like, yeah, you can't get into the biology thing now. I didn't get into biology until my 5th year because my scheduling was so shit. I had to take an extra year, and my extra year was actually my biology year, and then I graduated with my certificate in biology.
That's crazy.
Like, I had to switch universities too, like halfway through. I went to
That probably
UFC.
makes it worse.
I went to UFC for like 2.5 years, and then the remainder of my time was at Mount Royal. And then I finally got my lovely Bachelor of Science in Biology after being in biology for 1 year.
That's so. Wait, you have your diploma on your wall?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's so cute. What the heck?
I'll take a
when I
picture.
graduated, my parents, they like got mine framed or whatever, and then I remember I hung it up when we were living in Germany, and then I was like taking pictures one day and you could like see it in the background and I was like, I don't think I want to hang this up because I'm gonna end up doxing myself.
I know, I'm gonna like block out my full name because I realize my full name is on it.
That's fine. Yeah. And that's why I've never displayed mine, to be honest.
Okay, there we go. Mine's like out of the way enough that I don't think that you would really see it. I have like a really awkward picture that they took when I was
wait, they like have your little picture there?
I put my tassel in a picture
so
in my
cute.
little diploma.
Wait, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. I used the tassel that we had for our hats. I just hung it over my like my rearview mirror in my car.
Oh yeah.
And it was hanging there for like 5, 6, maybe 7 years or something. And I just remember one day Bristol was like backing up and he was like, why do you still have this like hanging here? Like you've been graduated. You're big age. What? I'm like, God forbid a girl want to have a little cutesy wootsy moment with her car. Like it was so funny.
Oh my god. I mean, I would understand if it was like your high school graduation thing, but it like was it your high school one?
All right. No, it wasn't. It wasn't my high school one. But I will say my high school colors were very similar. So like you could definitely confuse the two of them if you were just looking. So honestly, I don't think it was my high school one, but it could have been because the colors were that similar.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like having obviously I'm a teacher, but I like academia a lot. So it's like having
you know what I like?
I feel proud of myself.
I like dark academia, so I feel
Dude,
you on
same.
that.
I'm very like last year I was trying to buy like clothes specifically for the dark academia.
Yes.
Like
dude,
outfits
they're so cute.
But then I realized I'm like I have way too much black and gray. I'm like I need to get some color in my life.
That's how I feel as well. I'm the exact same. But dude, dark academia like style, same for like just dark academia like living rooms where it's like oh my god, they always have like dude, I want one so bad, the velvet couches that are like
oh my god, yeah,
they're like dark green. I want one so bad because it's my favorite color.
Cool.
Just so people know, one day when I own a house, if that ever happens and I stop making avocado toast, I will own a dark velvet couch.
A dark velvet green couch. Okay. If I
dark
ever see one at the
green.
thrift store, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be driving. I'll be driving the like 6 hours.
Yes, it's not 6 hours. It's 4.
Actually, okay, 4 hours. My bad. Sorry, I was rounding up a little bit. Bathroom breaks.
This motherfucker would rather fly here than drive.
I would, and you have to be at the airport like 2 hours early. I would much rather do that.
You might as well take a bus at this point.
Honestly, if the bus was like clean and stuff, I would probably do it too.
Yeah, oh my god, so back to my parents.
Oh, yeah.
My mom, not to like, I'm not gonna like, you know, shit talk my mom, but growing up, my mom was, like, when my parents got divorced, my mom was incredibly difficult to make arrangements with for her to see me. And so it was like always either my dad driving to her or finding my own way there type of thing. And she lived 4 hours away, like 4.5 hours away. And I think I was like 14 or something, and she was like, hey, why don't you take the Greyhound bus to get to Edmonton? And I'm like, okay.
No, wait, did you actually?
Okay. My dad drove me to the bus depot. My mom paid for the Greyhound bus ticket. I took the Greyhound bus from Calgary. It stopped in Red Deer for like 45 minutes. And then it drove to Edmonton, and this is like a 4-hour trip from Calgary to Edmonton on the bus. And then my mom met me in Edmonton, which was another hour and a half away from her house. So this was like already a 6-hour endeavor.
Drive like halfway though? If she's gonna drive an hour and a half.
I don't know. There's so many things she would do that I didn't understand.
I thought you were gonna be like, and then we got there, and my mom forgot.
Wait. I had to do like the same thing coming home because she drove me from her house to Edmonton. I took the fucking bus from Edmonton down to Calgary, and then I had to taxi from the bus depot to my dad's house, and my mom didn't give me enough money to pay for the taxi, so I had to get out of the taxi early and walk home.
Oh.
I was like, Mom, I'm never taking the bus again.
Is she just, I don't know, maybe she's just a really busy lady, but I feel like at that point just doing the 2 hours to meet your dad halfway, it makes way more sense than possibly driving an hour and a half to pick you up. Like, you're gonna have to drive ridiculous. Oh my god,
it was crazy. And then
that's crazy.
Like, by the time I was 16, I had a car, and so I know it was kind of just out of my own volition to go and see her, because like she would never drive down to see me. It was always me. I would have to go drive to see her. So anyway, mom vent. Don't watch this.
So my parents are still together, so I didn't have that experience. Not that I really wanted, but I will say, I bet you that made you so good at getting from place to place by yourself. Like, I am a good driver. I drive a lot, and I drove a lot. I drive so much. I hate driving.
I just can't parallel park.
Dude, I can't either.
If you make me parallel park, I'll cry or go home.
No. I've said it so many times before, but like, if I have to parallel park, I'm just gonna drive back home, or I will park a mile away and walk. I will do that. I don't care. I will not.
I'll try and parallel park once, and if I mess up the first time, I'm leaving. Like, I don't want somebody watching me. Which I don't.
I don't remember last time I had to parallel park. That's the crazy part. Like, maybe when I was. We don't even have to parallel park when we take our driver's like exam.
Really? Oh, I had to.
Maybe because we're not in the city. I don't know. We didn't have to.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I guess
it was very nice.
Well, I'm gonna out Rachel when we went to go see her. We like met at a brewery, and then we took her car, the three of us, to go downtown, and then she had to parallel park, but then she couldn't, and then she had to get out of the car, and then Pinto got into parallel park. I was like, honestly, I would have done the exact same thing.
No, I would have done the exact same thing too.
It was very funny. Oh.
We love Rachel.
We do love Rachel. Fun. I'm gonna have to ask her if it's okay that I said that, but
I don't think she'll mind.
Yeah.
I don't think she'll mind. What if you just never tell her, and then eventually one day
maybe she'll listen to it. Actually, that's true.
She's like, they're talking trash about me. She's gonna be like, I have to come on to defend my honor with the parallel parking conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though we all relate to her, so
we do. I know. I was telling her, I was like, I swear, I would have done the exact same thing. Like, I would not have been able to do this. I would get out of the car.
Yeah, when we were in Europe, it was. I don't know if Canada's like this, but like. The roads are smaller, or especially in the like city, like little small towns and the back roads, the roads are just smaller than what they are in the States. I don't know how to explain it. So like if you have a big car, which I didn't, I had a Ford Fiesta, you just like take up the entire road. Sometimes you take up the entire road, and if another car is coming, like one of you has to do something, basically. Like one of you is going to have to like go off the road or wait. Like, anyway. Yeah, when we were in Germany, Bristol was driving everywhere. And I don't think I drove in the towns except like maybe once or twice. And that was terrifying enough for me. And then I remember I got locked in a parking deck once when he had to like, I drove him to the hospital for something, and so he's like being seen, and he's like, I think they're gonna hold me here overnight, like, do you want to just go home? And I was like, yeah, sure. It's like 9 or 10 p.m. Obviously we're in Germany. I don't know German at all, and the parking deck closed, and so I was like locked inside of it.
Did you sleep
in
the
the car?
And
I'm in my car. It's cold. It's cold though, and I'm like periodically turning on the heat. I was like, oh my god, like this is like what people who like live in their cars have to deal with. It was honestly a very eye-awakening moment for me, and I was like, I don't know if I could actually live in my car at this point. So I'm like periodically turning my car on to get heat and then turning it off and turning it on.
Did you not leave, or did you just
well, because this is when I was still waiting to see if I needed to come back, or like if Bristol was gonna be held overnight. So like it's just I was waiting for like 2 hours, and like obviously I'm worried about him as well. So it was just very, you know, whatever. So eventually he's like, yeah, just leave. I'm like, okay. And I like try, you know, I pull up to the little thing, and I have like my little ticket. I'm like trying to put it in there, and the gate's just like this, and then they fucking like took the like overhead gate and like pulled that down. So like even if the gate went up, there was no way for me to like actually get my car physically out because they pulled the thing down. And I just remember like I was playing telephone tag trying to figure out what the heck to do. They had like a little call box, and so like I was Google translating that, trying to like talk to someone, and I'm like, where is this person located at? And I'm like looking around this parking lot. There's cameras everywhere. I probably looked like a maniac pacing around. Dude, I was literally like about to write SOS in the dirt. Like, I was like, please get me out of this parking lot. So whoever that person was that like manned that parking deck or whatever, and for security, they probably saw me just go up and down constantly, like just trying to find some way out. And eventually like Bristol's coworker like lived in that town, and so they like literally just walked from their house over, and then they pressed the button and they spoke to the person in German a bunch, even though they didn't reply to me when I pressed the button a bunch.
Like, who's this
and they were like, okay, yeah, you're good. And then they were like, yeah, just pull up, and I didn't have to pay. That's the moral of the story. I was stuck in there long enough that they didn't make me pay, which I think it was only going to be like €2 anyway.
Yeah.
And it was worth it.
$13 for parking at a hospital? Amazing.
Yeah, right?
Crazy. Paying for parking.
So crazy.
So for our remaining, we got 20 minutes.
Oh my god, we
still, I know, we've already yapped for 38 minutes.
Oh my god.
So we still need to talk about how we came up with the podcast name.
Oh my god. How did this happen? I don't know. Okay. Shoot, I wonder if I should go back in our DMs about it. Do you remember the earliest one?
There was like a section of it where we talked, what did I look up? I think I just looked up Dear Chat, and then I scrolled to the first one of that because you had like the ChatGPT messages.
Okay, well I searched Dear Chat, and the first thing that comes up is Toni, I'll dream of Dear Chat.
I did. I dreamed of it. last night.
That's so cute. You know what I dreamed of?
What?
I dreamed of taking out my retainers and then eating some food and then forgetting about them, and then like I lost them. Like someone threw them away in my dream. It was like a nightmare. That's what I dreamed of, and I never remember my dreams.
God.
Maybe because it was like a nightmare, so like that's why.
It was terrifying. I'm so
okay,
sorry
wait.
That happened to you.
I thought it was real, and that's why
somebody threw them away. Driver threw them away.
That's why when I go to the orthodontist later next month for my checkup or whatever, I'm gonna be like, can I get a second one of these? It's $250, but I'm not taking any chances. I'm so paranoid. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. We might not be the most original people, but sometimes it's really funny to ask ChatGPT like to make stuff up, and it tries to like brand it to you as a person or as a streamer, like whatever, you know. I remember I was like, make a podcast name for toniisaur and sincerelyLyn, I think is what I said, or something like that. And it was like suggesting like alt girls kind of, like, I don't know. It was so funny. I was like, they're alternative, and I was like, how does it Did I ever say that? Like, whatever, I'll take it. Like, hell yeah, let's go. The emo phase is back in. I was just like reading some of the names, and I will say, was Dear Chat something we came up with ourselves? I think it might have been. I actually don't know.
I think I actually don't know if we
I
came up
don't
with it
remember.
ourselves.
That's terrible. Oh man.
I think maybe we did, because
I think we got
unless if
some
you can-
ideas from
yeah,
them.
because let me see if I can go back.
We're gonna
into
go read
my
the
actual-
conversations again.
Yeah, read the conversation, and I'm gonna see if I could find the actual like chat GBT thing that I used.
Okay, I want to tell you guys that this conversation starts with me just saying something, and I'm pretty sure it's because either Toni was streaming and we were talking about the podcast and making it, or I was streaming and Toni was talking about the podcast and making it. But it was probably her, because I messaged first, and the first thing I say is mood rings and microphones.
What a great name.
I was like, that's kind of cute. I loved mood rings way back when. In fact, I have like a necklace that's like a butterfly mood ring.
Oh, cute.
So I was like, the mood rings idea, I was like, that's kind of cute. And she's like, wait, yeah, I like that. One was coffee and confidence, because I mean, I drink a lot of coffee, but I was like, I don't think coffee gives me confidence. I don't know. So then we played around with the mood ring thing. Toni's was mood ring radio. The mood ring collective. There was a lot of mood rings.
A lot of mood rings.
There was one, it was the alt mood ring. And I was like, oh, I kind of like that one. The alt mood ring is kind of fun. But then I was like, people might think it's like the alt right. And I was like, never mind. I don't want that.
I don't. It was like alt
music. Like
yeah,
because we both are kind of into that genre more so than other ones.
Mm-hmm. So and it could have been like the alt tab one. I thought that alt tab was cute too.
That
when
would
that
have
one
been
came
cute.
out.
Yeah, I remember that one. Some of the other ones were joysticks and jukeboxes, because I think we were tying it more into the music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. Oh, 50 Shades of Mood Ring.
Have you read 50 Shades of Grey?
Regrettably, yeah. I did read it.
Okay,
I think if I went back and tried to read it, I'd probably be like, this is terribly written. But I read it when I was like, what, 14, 15 or something?
You read it when you were that young?
Yes.
Oh my god. I read it in college.
Wait, yeah. That was... Yeah, I read it.
God.
Yeah, I was like 15.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Dude, we would walk around school with the books out and everything. like no. Flashback to me, like I'm a teacher's TA or whatever, so I just sit there and I read if I don't have to do anything in the class. And so like the kids are learning algebra in the background, I'm just like reading, like I guess low-key smut.
Yes. Literal smut just in the middle of class. What the fuck? Oh my god.
I don't think it was as like, okay, I don't think 50 Shades of Grey is as raunchy or I don't know what you want to call it as like ACOTAR, like A Court of Thorns and Roses. I don't think it's that bad.
Really?
I don't remember though. I don't remember.
I guess.
I guess.
I feel like I just remember like reading. I guess it's not maybe as. I mean, it's still smut. Just still
it
smut
is,
in the middle of class.
But it's like, well, there's like Twilight as well. I think.
Does he? I feel like he talks about like in detail where he's putting his fingers. Like in the books.
How many books are there?
3.
I think I only read the first one. Then.
Okay, maybe they got.
I mean, they probably do shit in the first one. I don't. Yeah, I was. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. I remember
school.
My first experience with 50 Shades of Grey was when I went over to my friend's house, and like her mom had all 3 books just like laying out, and so I just opened them and started reading them. I'm like, what is happening? Okay, anyway, back to we're gonna get off.
Oh wait, the name thing. The name thing. Okay. I do see the alt tab. That would have been really cute.
Yeah, alt tab.
Oh, you know what it was? I think I found it. I think we're getting close to it. Okay, so it was doing a play off of like the sincerely, like writing a letter, because I remember we talked about how we wanted like the name branding like thing to be, and it was like you were well, maybe we did that afterwards. I don't know. Anyway, one of the suggestions was signed and then comma like sincerely Dino, because I was trying to like combine our two names together. I think that's how that happened. And then you said the sign/sincerely play on would be really great. And I was like, yeah, it would be. And then I was like, but how are we going to tie like writing a letter with dinosaurs?
We could just like have a picture of a dinosaur writing a letter. This is the
conversation. This is it. I found it. Okay, I said, I do think so, but we need something to represent you too, is what I said. And then you said, Alt plus Tab is my fave right now. And then I said, or maybe like Dear Chat, comma, signed Lynn and Toni. Or just Dear Chat, but I don't know. So we did come up with the name.
Yes, you came up with it. Yeah, we used our own brains.
It was not ChatGPT. Gotta clarify that. And then you're like, wait, cute.
I know that. I saw that one. I was like, oh, that's it.
She said, Dear Chat is my fave right now. And and then she was like, I don't see anyone that has that. She's like, Toni was like, do I need to go get the name on YouTube and like all these other social media things? And I'm like, just do it. And I was like, does anyone have it?
I got
just
it.
Get it.
I got YouTube, I got the email, and I got Twitter. So now we have Dear Chat Podcast on YouTube and on what else? Twitter. So now you guys have to go follow it. Dear Chat Podcast, plug it in right there. Mm-hmm, it's already taken. I got it months ago.
I don't know what we're gonna post. So yeah, that's great. And then we were talking about like how we would do the podcast format to some degree, and Toni was like, yeah, it'd be like Dear Chat and then comment and then whatever the topic of the day is. Mm-hmm. Although this topic has been all over the place. I know,
it's gonna be Dear Chat, we started a podcast.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. Yeah, Dear Chat, we started a podcast. Yay. And we probably should have said that at the start, but it's fine.
I know, it's okay.
It's really...
We're 48 minutes in, and we finally got to our second topic.
There was a lot of buildup, a lot of
that's okay, yeah.
Yeah, it
immediate
like
trauma,
that.
And then
and then more trauma.
More trauma. Maybe we're just gonna be trauma dumping. That's fine.
You know what? Like, people have trauma dumped for us for years on Twitch.
True, we're basically therapists. Licensed.
So now. Yes, unofficially licensed. And then, so now it's our turn to do the same.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll therapy you if you therapy me.
What goes around comes around.
We need art. What are we gonna make art? Wait, what?
Okay, I just saw, because Toni was like, you should make a Discord for it so like we could do the call and everything. I was like, oh, that's a great idea. And so I'm like making the Discord and name it Dear Chat, and it needs a picture. And I'm looking through my pictures. It's like all pictures of my face or of my cats and stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, I need something that's not obvious, that like we're up to no good, you know, that we're working on something, in case Toni leaks her Discord on stream, or in case I leak my Discord on stream, right? Like all your Discord like things. So I've been playing Slime Rancher 2 right now, and so I put Slime Rancher 2's like you know, their title artwork as the thing, but I didn't realize when I sent you the invite, it just shows ranch.
This is what I see.
Dude,
it's just ranch. I'm like, what? What? Why does it say ranch? Like, where did you come up with this?
She goes, does that say ranch? And I was just like, yeah, like Slime Rancher 2. What do you mean?
I just see ranch.
Oh my god, I'm gonna laugh so hard. My nose is like snuffly. I'm gonna my snot's gonna come out.
Here, I lied. I don't have a tissue for you. I have a lens cloth. Here you go.
I will take that, and then I'll use my cat. Come here.
Oh, meow. Please don't.
Oh.
What? Okay, so we're gonna need art for like.
Yes.
Yeah,
we gotta
profile picture, cover photo.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So.
How do we do that?
What combines the two of us into a Dear Chat podcast?
I mean, when I think of chat, I think of like really popular emotes off Twitch, and like the Peepo ones are just so adorable. Like I think of those. Not that I necessarily want it to be a Peepo by any means, but I definitely think some type of cute, I don't know.
Okay, I just had an idea. What if we had two like little like peepos that were me and you, and we're both like writing letters, and
wait, that's
and like
cute.
on the letters that's like chat or something. I don't like.
I think it would be cute. Okay, we don't have to make it people's though, because we could brand it to be like, you know, your sharks and my cat or something.
Like it could be your cat and the little shark sitting there, like just like almost little chibi looking ones or something. And they're
I think we could do something
writing
like
a letter
that.
with like
be,
chat.
Oh my god, I'm thinking of them like this, and then they're like laying on their tummies and their legs are.
I know their legs are all kicking, and they're like have like a picnic or something. I think they should be like a little cute little picnic together. They're like writing letters.
Okay, I think I could message my guy about that.
You got guys.
Yeah, I got a guy. I got a channel artist on speed dial, Discord dial. That. Wait, speaking of, have you seen the video where they like tell different generations to do, like pick up the phone, like.
Oh, how they pick up the phone?
Yeah, like how they pick up the phone. So like some people like, I
This.
think my generation does this, and then. Like they go like that, and then the what Gen's
I know Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha, they just like go like this.
They do this,
which is crazy.
They started doing that.
Oh,
I don't think they've ever seen a rotary phone before.
It's okay. I have never used a rotary phone before, and I played a video game where I had to use one, and I couldn't figure out how to use it. And people were flaming me over that. I've never been able to live it down. Now I play games, and if I see one, I'm like, oh, don't go near that.
Isn't it kind of like a locker almost, like where you go, you move it to the number?
And then, yeah. Like you move it
back?
to the number, and then I think you have to stop and let it go back.
Yeah,
but I think when I was playing the game, I was just like moving it to the number and then go to the next number and the next one. Because like that made sense in my head too. But yeah, I've never actually used one before. So
have you ever used dial-up internet? Did you have that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we had that.
I've never used that. I have I know the sound, but I'm like,
it was like
I've never used it in my life.
I feel like it was a long time ago. Oh God. I remember, I think it was something with like if there was a call or a phone or like someone was printing something, it would also like kind of be slow. I was really, really young though. And then I don't know what we had after that. I just remember, you know, getting scammed in RuneScape as a kid with really slow internet. And you've probably heard the story before. My first experience with what Alt F4 meant, my first experience. I'm like 4th grade, 9 years old. It's like, we can duplicate your items, just drop them on the ground in RuneScape. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Like, they do an example, it works. I'm like, oh, that's so crazy. I gotta try that. They're like, yeah, come with me. We go upstairs in the bank in Varrock. It's just me and them. We're like really far away from each other. And they're like, yeah, just drop everything that you want to duplicate and then press Alt F4. I'm like, great idea. Let me drop my like rune plated skirt or whatever the heck I had on me. Actually, it was probably not rune. It was probably like adamant. Yeah, the green one, something like that. I don't think I was that high level yet. Like it was you know a series of events where like I was still a noob dude. You know. Anyway, but yeah, just drop it and then press Alt 4, and I did that, and then. My internet was so slow by the time that my browser came back up and I have RuneScape loaded up, the person's already there and yoinked my stuff. Because in RuneScape, when you drop something, it's not immediate that everyone sees it. It takes time for it to appear. So the whole like idea was, you know, they drop something and then they somehow make it look like it duplicated. Maybe they drop it twice. I don't know.
They might have had two.
My little kid brain didn't understand.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sad. Did you cry?
I might have. I don't really know.
That reminds
I don't know
me,
what I did.
I think like Pinto, probably around the same age. Maybe it was 5th grade. He got like the internet's or the password scam where it was like if you type your password in chat, it'll asterisk out. Yeah. And then he did it. He fucking signed into his account, took all of his shit.
Oh my God. Do you know what level was he? Do you know?
I don't remember, but.
I don't think I ever felt
he cried.
That one.
I just remember he said that he cried. So.
I don't blame him, man.
I don't know why I'm laughing so hard. It's just really
RuneScape was life back then, right? It was that's a big deal. Yeah, there's a lot of hours grinded. Maybe I don't know. Actually.
Oh man,
that's so funny though. No, I never, I don't think I ever fell for the password thing. I don't think I've ever done that, thankfully. But Alt F4, I did fall for that one. Did you ever fall for anything?
I'm trying to think if I did, and I don't remember that really. Okay, I got catfished.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is like a whole. Oh my god, this could be a
We're
whole
at an
story.
hour. Oh,
I know,
we're at
this
an
could be a
hour.
whole story.
Okay,
I'll tell it next episode.
Okay, yeah, leave it on next episode.
Oh my god.
It's been an hour.
I know.
We should end it right here.
We could
right now.
end it right here, and then
Good topic for next
you know,
thing,
now
'cause
you'll have to tune in to know when I got
I
catfished.
I think I have like another story that could go with that too, so
Okay, write it down real quick before you forget, because that's what I've been doing. I wrote 2 of them down because I was like, I'm gonna forget what I was talking about. Okay. Yay. Oh my god.
Okay, well, that was it.
I know, this is so good. I got way less nervous after I started talking.
Yeah, me too.
I thought
think
there
I
was gonna
the same way.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be like, we're gonna run out of stuff to talk about.
I know.
I feel like we talked about 2 things that are on our list right now, so that's good. That's good though. That's how it
really
should
good,
be.
yeah. And then I think in the future, like, I mean, if we do run out of topics, which I don't think we can, it's always like, what do you guys want to listen to?
Yeah.
And then give us that topic and we'll do our best to yap about that.
Yeah. And I think eventually, you know, once we have a few episodes out, we can do like Patreon stuff, and then people can join Discord and they can give ideas and stuff like that, so.
The ranch Discord.
The ranch Discord.
We were thinking about making a new Discord though for that, and I don't know, I think it'll be fun, and I don't know where it's gonna go. We'll see how editing goes.
Yeah, I don't want it to be too much work for you, because I know
I think it'll be fine.
You do stuff a lot already, and I have no clue how to edit, so I'm like,
I'll figure it out. But now I do realize that we need to take thumbnail pictures before we go change our outfits.
Oh yeah, okay, we can do
So
that.
at the end of this.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that was it for the first ever podcast episode of Dear Chat. This was episode Dear Chat. We made a podcast.
Yay!
It kind of maybe started out a little bit rough because we were both nervous, but I really warmed up. I really enjoyed it. I think Toni did too. We're so ready to record more and yap even more. So if you like this, please, is this going on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, please subscribe on YouTube. If you made it this far, definitely leave a comment below. If you ever have any suggestions for topics, definitely write that down too. We're more than happy. I guess we're gonna try to get the Twitter going as well.
I don't know what to post, but
I don't know either. Did we do TikTok as well? I don't know.
I think I did.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. If there's social media links below, please follow them.
Dear Chat Podcast at everywhere.
Yes. And yeah, I think that's it. I was sincerely Lynn. I was Lynn, and
I was Toni. Toniisaur.
And that'll be it for episode 1. Goodbye,
Yay.
guys.
Bye.